up, creepers? How the heck are you guys? It's Clearski. I'm back, and it is a cold, wet, windy day here in Portland, hence the umbrella. But I'm back, and I'm creeping today. I'm in southeast of Portland, and I'm coming to you guys from a different side of Portland today. I'm actually on the east side of the waterfront, which is just right here. And if you guys can see along the waterfront, the cherry trees are in full bloom, and it's springtime, but you wouldn't be able to tell because this weather is absolutely cold and rainy and wet. But that's not going to stop me from bringing you guys something that I thought was really special, and that is the Kevin Jerome Duckworth Memorial Dock. That's right, Kevin Jerome Duckworth. Now, if you're from Portland, you probably already recognize the name Duckworth, but if you don't, Kevin Jerome Duckworth was not only such a great guy here in Portland for the community, but was a NBA basketball player for the Portland Trail Blazers, which is our official NBA team here in Portland. And Kevin was part of one of the only squad of Blazers to maneuver their way to the finals. Now, this season looks pretty good for the Blazers. We've got a really good squad here in Portland, but it's been a while since the old Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter, Jerome Kersey, Kevin Duckworth days, only to mention a few of the elite, beautiful, best basketball players here in Portland. Hands down a tremendous team in the 90s, but today we are going to honor one of those guys, and that is Kevin Jerome Duckworth. Now, here in Portland, we are on the opposite side of the Esplanade. Like I said, we are on the East Bank side, and right here behind me is a memorial set up for Mr. Kevin Duckworth. Now, the fans here in Portland knew him as Duck, or the Duck, but his last name being Duckworth, and not to mention he was an avid fisherman. That's right. He spent a lot of his time off season doing a lot of fishing, a lot of salmon fishing, and unfortunately he had passed away off the Oregon coast, but apparently he was doing what he loved the day of, so hey, that's just how some things roll. But Portland went ahead and officially honored him by opening this dock here. And if you guys see right here, the Kevin J. Duckworth Memorial Dock, right here off the Willamette River. And if you guys see right there in small red print, it actually reads, Kevin J. Duckworth was one of the most beloved trailblazers for his personality, his contributions on the court, and in the community. And that's directly from the Portland City Council of January 22nd of 2009. So I thought that was so cool, and not to mention this awesome little dock that they made here in Portland and named it after him in his honor. And if you guys can see, there are people parked their boats here, and in the spring and summertime you can actually come out here, you can rent canoes, you can fish, and they've even have a little like fish advisory here set up so that you know what you're catching isn't harmful. And what is allowed is the salmon and steelhead, which you guys can see. And then they even went ahead and did a map of other places that you can go along the Columbia River, the Portland Harbor. Any of these places, basically, these are the fish that are allowed. So I thought that was really cool. And not to mention, you can actually walk out onto the Kevin J. Duckworth Memorial Dock and get a better look of the opposite side of the Esplanade here in downtown Portland, directly off of the waterfront. So we're gonna go ahead and walk along this here and check it out. And if you guys can see, the Willamette River is awfully high right now. The wall there directly in front of me usually is a lot bigger. You can tell that the water has risen in tremendous amounts in the last season here, so we're going to be awfully careful walking through here. But you guys can see here, they've also have this little sign with the different signs pointing to what time the hours of operations are. But if you guys look up top there, it also says his name. So that was really cool. And then if you guys can see, this actually spreads out pretty far. And like I said, you can see how far up the water's risen. And then also what I thought was really cool is if you guys pan in really close here, directly in front of me here, is the actual Moda Center, is that giant building in front there. And that's where the Blazers actually play their games. So that is so cool that the honorary dock is set up so close to where he actually played at one point. So I'm gonna turn around here and go back around because I don't really feel safe out here 100% with the water being up as high as it is. You guys can see it's actually almost at the dock itself. So we're gonna go back up here. I'm gonna leave you guys with one final shot of the sign. And then I also did something that I thought was really cool, and I went ahead and brought one of his cards, basketball cards, from when he played with the Blazers in the 90s. And like I said, that was definitely a rare group of guys that hopefully I'm hoping that one day we can get back and get to the finals. But as of right now, we've gone as far as the 3rd round. So, and look at this little guy, is just chilling. And what a great place for these guys to, oh, there's 2 of them, to find a little home here at the Duckworth dock. And I know Duck would have loved this because, like I said, not only was he an avid fisherman, but he loved the city of Portland tremendously. So let's turn this around here and see if I can maneuver this and let you guys see that something that I thought was really cool, and that is his actual basketball card from the 90s. And if you guys can see, he was a big guy. He was our center, and he stood 7 feet tall and weighed at one point 280 pounds. So imagine trying to get the ball up past him. So cool. And then on the back here, it gives some more information about Duck. And it looks like his birthday was just there, April 1st, 1964. So that's ironic that here it is, April, and we're down here honoring him. I had no idea. And you can see there on the back of the card, his height was 7 feet, weighed 280 pounds. He went to Eastern Illinois. He was drafted 2nd round and number pick 33 to San Antonio in 1986. But he played from 86 to 90 in Portland and went on to do tremendous things. Not only did he score 5 points in the first NBA All-Star game as a Blazer in 1989, but he was the NBA's most improved player in 1988, averaging more than doubling his scoring and rebounding to, he averaged 21.5 points per game and 11 rebounds per game in 4 NBA playoff games in 1988. So NBA's most improved player in 88 as well. And just what a great dude, and accomplished so much and is just so loved by this city. Not to mention Clyde the Glide Drexler, Terry Porter, Jerome Kersey, Danny Ainge, Rick Adelman, and the rest of the 90 squad. And I'm sorry if I didn't name everyone, but there's so many to mention. But Kevin Duckworth was definitely loved by the city, so I thought it would be such an honorary thing to come down here, get this on the vlog, and just do a big favor by honoring him because he did so much, like the sign says, on and off the court. So one more time from the Kevin J. Duckworth Memorial. This is Creeper. I love you guys so much. You can go ahead and do this now and hit that like button. You can ring the little icon bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to know. And you can also do yourself one better and send over a new Creeper/subscriber and get you entered into the 900th Creeper t-shirt giveaway. Boy, that's a mouthful. So I love you guys. And with that being said, Creeper out for now. Peace.